I was adopted on the day I was born. I don't know anything about my birth mom or my birth parents at all. I just know that I have two sisters, and I found that out when I was 18. My mom kept one of them, and my grandma took the other, but she got rid of me. So when I found out that my mom had other kids besides just me, all I know is she was either not financially stable or she just didn't want to take on another responsibility, and that she didn't want me. It made me feel unwanted. It made me second guess like how I felt about myself. I would say it's like a normal home life. Like, they're my parents just like everybody else's, and I mean, my mom's my mom, my dad's my dad. Like, it's never been like a big thing. Talking about my adoptive parents, my dad has raised me to go to church every single Sunday and every single Wednesday. It was kind of just not a must, but it was kind of just engraved in me that I needed to go. And I was baptized at the age of 13. It was a big thing. My mom came from about 30 minutes away. My grandparents wanted to drive an hour because it was just kind of a last minute thing. Like, that's how Church of Christ is. Like, we're just kind of like, I want to do it now, and there's no waiting. So, I don't know. I feel like in college, like, my love for Christ has grown even more. Like, as I get older, it seems to grow each day. Freshman year, me and one of my best friends decided to do like a best friend shoot. And so we kind of like did some research on photographers in Russellville. And so one of them eventually hit us up and said that he saw our YouTube channel and told us that he wanted to do a shoot with us for our YouTube channel. So we agreed. I went and met with him, with her and another friend, but she decided to bail. She didn't want to meet with him. She didn't want to do a photo shoot. So I decided to do it alone. And after that, he started telling other photographers about me. And so it just kind of went along from there, and more people got to know of me. Of course, modeling, like, it has changed the way I think about myself and the way I see myself, because I have to present myself in a different way so that others see me as like a true model or a true role model. So I have to have that confidence, but it's made me see that I am valued, that I can make a difference just in the way I see myself, because others can see me in a positive way. Modeling can be like portrayed as a negative thing. Like, of course, they're not very modest, a lot of them aren't, but I have been asked to do certain shoots that I'm not comfortable with, and I will tell photographers this, and they understand that. So I don't want to present myself in that type of way, because I do see myself as like a Christian girl. Like, I don't want to have others see me in a negative light like that. So I will be upfront. I will tell them I do not want to do stuff like that. And most of the time they're like, okay, I understand, like, wear what you want to wear, or like, we can go do something else. But sometimes they're like, no, this is how I want it. Like, I'll just find someone else. But I don't know. I want to present myself in a different way than other models do. I do see it as an issue sometimes, because there are some photographers I do want to work with, but if that's the only thing they want to do, then that's kind of like a letdown, because like, I do see that they're like very big photographers that work with like great models, but if I don't want to portray myself in that kind of light, I'm not going to do it. In junior high, I found out that I had scoliosis, and that the degree was so bad that I had to wear a brace for about 6 months. The brace did nothing, and that was a time in my life. I feel like everyone in junior high is kind of like in that awkward stage, like they don't know where they're at with anything. So at that point, I had to wear clothes that were 2 times too big for me. So they had to cover up my brace. And the fact that the brace didn't even work meant that I had to have surgery. So I had surgery after the 6 months of wearing the brace, and I basically had to learn how to walk again. I have what I call a dent in my side, so it kind of like curves in, and I have a big scar down my back. So that makes me very self-conscious when I model sometimes, but in a way I can find certain things to wear to cover that up so that I'm not so insecure about it. Of course, it's been a problem, but there's ways that I can't stand. I can't move my body in a certain way because my back won't allow it, my side won't allow it. And if I'm upfront with my photographer, they understand. But there have been some pictures, like, I don't really tell them like that I'm uncomfortable with it. And so yes, there are some that like I do not like at all, because I can tell that to me it's pretty bad, but to others it's probably not. So now that I'm 20, I've realized that it has impacted the way I see myself and that I can impact other Christian girls. Modeling doesn't have to be considered a negative thing. It can be something positive for everyone. It doesn't matter if you're Christian, if you're not, if you're little, big, small, I don't care, but it's always something that anyone can do. You just have to have the confidence to do it.